Tarot Glow community. Thanks for joining me on the very first official reading of the channel. Really glad to have you here, and hope this reading will bring you clarity. And the topic we're going to be examining today is what they're feeling about you right now. So this could be a love interest, a friend, a supervisor, a family member, anyone. I will take the energy that comes out in the pile and provide you with as many points as possible, and try and get some clarity for you and figure out what they're feeling for you right now. And I'm going to start shuffling the cards in a second. While I'm shuffling, you can try and center yourself with any of the pile selection techniques that I've recorded a previous video on, and I'll link it above in the top right. If you want to go back and look at that, or if you've already watched it, you can use any of those, go through any of those strategies to kind of center yourself to prepare for the pile selection. And as I shuffle, I'm going to be, of course, thinking about this as well, and I've been leading up to the video today, been thinking about it, and how I want to be able to provide the answers to you all. So let's get into it, and I'll start the shuffling. Okay, so please can you provide some clarity on what they're feeling for us right now? We'll be doing 3 piles, please. What they're feeling for us right now. 3 piles, please. I'm going to cut the deck. Beautiful shuffle. Get it all good and shuffled here. What are they feeling? Please, for them right now. What are they feeling? What are they feeling? What are they feeling for them right now? 3 cards for 3 piles, please. Okay. Alright, so I think the deck is good and shuffled. And now I'm going to try and see if 3 cards want to pop out. If not, I will select 3 cards, or however many cards don't pop out as I start to deal them here. Let's see. So the question here today is, what are they feeling about? Okay, sorry about that. I just had to cut the video a second because 2 of the 3 cards did come out upright. So I just wanted to turn those back over. So, the point here is to listen to your intuition, to your gut, just select the pile. And I will tell you which cards jumped out. This was the second card that jumped out, and it jumped out upright. This is the third card that jumped out upright, and this is the first card, and it jumped out face down. So I will give you a moment. You can pause the video here to prepare for the pile selection, and just take your time, how much time you need, and I will see you at your pile or piles if you feel like more than one is kind of, so to speak, in the cards for you today, and you're being called to more than one pile. Alrighty, I'll see you in your pile or piles. Hello, pile 1. You are starting us off today. I'm going to move these 2 cards here to the side so they aren't going to factor into our reading, since those cards are specifically messages for pile 2 and pile 3. We're going to use the same deck for each pile today, but I will be cleansing it, resetting it before each pile, so don't worry about the energy carrying over. I will make sure to cleanse everything and make sure it's ready and a blank slate for each pile. So let us start today by looking at what card we received. Okay, so the Two of Pentacles. So what are they feeling about you right now? So there's a lot of options being weighed here. It could be that they're really slammed with work or other obligations and it's just hard to be fitting everything in. There could be a financial component also to what they're feeling for you. Since the Pentacles, of course, do deal with our finances, our money, tangible things like our time and our resources. So, there could also be a sense that they feel like they're needing to perform a role or something with regard to how they're feeling about you or your relationship. Number 2 also deals with choice, so it's kind of making a choice between two things here. But this is just our card to start off today. So let me go ahead and start with the tarot, and then we'll do some oracle messages, and I will end on a few charms and a little message here from my just little self-made scrap paper messages. Okay, so let me here move this over. Okay, so for pile 1, please, pile 1 specifically. What are they feeling for pile 1 right now? What are they feeling for pile 1 right now? I'm going to pull 6 additional cards. What are they feeling? I almost said, what are they pulling for pile right now? Could be I physically moved something too with the page of, oh my goodness, I don't know. I don't know if these are just me being scatterbrained or there's messages coming through. I almost called it the Page of Pentacles. Maybe that has something here. Maybe that is something that's a message that's relevant. The pages are messengers, and they're also younger individuals. So it could be a younger person, or could involve a younger person, maybe even a child. Okay, we got 3 cards right here. Okay, uno, dos, tres. Okay. Actually, sorry, my space is not the best. Okay. Okay. Actually, I will just keep them in a row here. Kind of pretty squished together. Okay. Move that back a tiny bit. Hope your days are going well, by the way. Whenever you watch this, day, evening, morning, whatever time of day it may be. It's the weekend right now as I'm recording this, so and it's beautiful, sunny out. Sun's always. It was actually raining this morning, so I'm surprised the sun is out now. I'm really bad at looking at the weather. I'm really bad about knowing what the weather's supposed to be. But it's nice to see the sun, and rain is good too. Rain is a very cleansing energy. It's probably why they say it's good luck when it rains. Or I think that's an Irish saying. It's good luck if it rains on your wedding day. Anyway, so we just need 2 more cards, please. Right? Am I counting correctly? Yes. 2 more cards, please, for a total of 7. Pile 1. 2 more cards, please. Okay, so pile 1. right now I feel like they're really hopeful about this relationship, this connection, or at least they see it going places. They see there being a good outlook. And again, it might even be like a business partnership. If not, if it is, there's only one cup card. Well, temperance is, we do have the cups there as well, the two of cups. So it could be, or someone even met through work, or met through like a business or some other type of activity, networking activity. Maybe even through a hobby. I don't know, boating, surfing, outdoor hiking. But I see them seeing hope here and bright days ahead, and expansion, or at least this growing in a good direction. Their relationship with you, and that's how they see you in general too, as kind of this thing that makes them feel good about themselves and feel good about the future. So right now I'm seeing them kind of mapping out the next steps, or the near future. I don't know if you will hear from them right away. Seems like they are very busy bee. I think, again, it's like that work, either connection or that work factor involved here. I mean, it could be work, it could be school, but they're really needing to get things done and figure out a way to juggle, manage everything. And I see right now they're like kind of deciding that their first priority is really like work or school, or it's just kind of setting themselves up for success financially, setting up their livelihood for success. They could be doing repetitive tasks too. I mean, I don't know if that's really relevant to how they're seeing you right now. That's more just an insight into what's going on with them. Trying to perfect something. I see there's a lot of like perfection energy coming up in the near future. But as far as you two and the energies surrounding how they feel about you, maybe how you feel about them, is perhaps there's a lot of things are kind of going in fits and starts. There's a lot of patience that's needed to be involved, or that is involved right now. Timing is really key here. Timing it's all about timing, really, at the end of the day, in a lot of things in life. But I think you both they're feeling that there's still a dynamic here between you two, and there may be still exchanges between you two here and there as time allows. And there's just the need to really be patient. And again, to go back to the cleansing energy of water and rain, I mean, there's a need for healing or cleansing maybe with the surrounding energies, or there's the surrounding energies is a cleansing, healing energy, and you're both are kind of, that's how they see right now, as sort of a healing aspect of their situation, their life. That's I mean, it's a major arcana for a reason. It means that it's an enduring, everlasting aspect of how they see you. And you might also be like just a really kind, nice person. I think that's how they see you. Like, just really kind, nice, patient, mild-mannered, very balanced and fair. Just almost, I was going to say saint-like, but I don't want to get like too, I don't know if I'd want to be called saint-like, but yeah, I think they just see you as like a really pure light, honestly. And that's how you make them feel. And that's the kind of the energy surrounding here, how they're currently feeling about you right now. I think you might be well, there's a couple things. I think you could be misinterpreting their actions here and being a little bit either defensive, or you're like gearing up for bad news. Maybe there's been some bumps or speed bumps or obstacles or false starts here with this, you and this person, and or there's something in the past that's making you like just really wonder how are they feeling about you right now, and you're worried it's a bad answer. But honestly, I mean, there might have been some issues in the past, definitely, where you feel a little bit just battle weary, I guess, is always how I see the Nine of Wands. And hesitant to rock the boat, There's a reason why there's a bandage around his head. It's just mental fatigue, and also kind of protecting your mental energy. But in terms of how they see you, I don't see there being any issues with how they're seeing you right now. Now, I think that one of you is going to level up, and how they see you might not really be an issue moving forward, or might not be relevant in the future. Also, I think they see you as someone who isn't going to settle. They see you as someone who really knows what you want, and who's trying to, maybe on like kind of a little bit of a journey to self-discovery as well. They might see you as someone that is potentially on a separate path as them. But in terms of the answer, and we do have the page here, not the Page of Pentacles, it's the Page of Wands. I think there's going to be, they're thinking about sending you a message, or you're thinking about sending them a message. Maybe you'll go on a little trip together. There's a lot of, this movement energy with the Eight of Cups and the Page of Pentacles, said it again, Page of Wands. Page of Pentacles, now if that had come out, that would have been more like that's like finding a gem, it's just, think if you're out walking around and you see something sparkly on the ground, you pick it up and it's a 5-carat diamond or something like that. You're finding something valuable or priceless. Page of Wands is more that energy of like going on some really exciting journey, whether it's like literally a journey to, out of state, out of the country, or it's a journey of, a new chapter in your life. Maybe you're moving, or you're changing schools, or you're changing jobs. It's planting the seeds. Pages are all about planting the seeds that will eventually mature into, the king or queen. I think that they see you right now as someone who's young and maybe not necessarily super experienced in life, and that's what they really do like about you. But that could cause a little bit of maybe misunderstanding in a relationship as well. And as far as how they see you right now, a lot of it is subjective, and it's kind of not set in stone, just like temperance, where there's that back and forth. But again, I see that they see you as a really bright light, cleansing energy, kind soul, and someone who's either young at heart, or really you are on the young side, and that's what makes you so compelling and interesting. And again, there might be a little bit of maturation or maturity level dynamic here that could cause hiccups. Right now maybe they're not seeing things on potentially the same page, but there's no reason why that can't be maybe ironed out in the long run. But it really does depend on the person and you as well. So let's see here. I'm going to pull a little message here from I did say in the beginning that I was going to end with this, but I feel like it's something I think it'd be helpful just to pull one right now. Okay, so it doesn't really do great when I shake it, so let me just mix them up here. All right, required. Okay, so that's what we have, required. Okay, whoops. So how are they feeling about you right now? Something's required here. Maybe it's a message to clear things up. Maybe it's some sort of requirement you've discussed. I think required has a sense of officialness. So, and it's obviously not like a wishy-washy word. It's when something's required, it's necessary. So I see you as someone I see that they feel about you right now that you're not just one of those people that, we make an acquaintance with or whatever and, lose touch. It's like you kind of require attention, not like that you're attention seeking or anything, but just that you're such like an interesting person and such a unique personality that they you require like just them to continue on this relationship, and I think it requires also that they maybe level up for you, or there's a little bit of required growth here. That's what I'm seeing with this little written message. Alrighty, so I have a few oracle cards here. Get them out. Okay, I'm going to start with the Lover's Oracle. Really beautiful deck. All right, so how are they feeling about pile 1 right now? Feeling about pile 1 right now. Feeling about pile 1 right now. Oop. Oh my goodness. Okay. So we got this card. Let me just pull the cards all together. All right. How are they feeling about pile 1 right now? I think this is messages. Messages from the light, maybe. I'll look this up and mention it in the description. I think it's messages from the light. How are they feeling about pile 1 right now? Feeling about pile 1 right now. How are they feeling about pile 1 right now? Move this guy. Righty. This one I'm sure you might all have seen, and most of you are familiar with this, the Moonology Oracle. How are they feeling about you right now? How are they feeling about pile 1? Oopsies. How are they feeling about pile 1 right now? Feeling about pile 1 right now. You know, there's just a girl who walked by my window. I think she's in school, so I saw her. I see her, you know, usually in the mornings or afternoons, and she might be carrying a backpack or have some books in her hands. So that could be relevant to how they're feeling about you right now, or that could involve this this situation or this relationship, school, or something to do with that, or learning. Okay, how are they feeling about pile 1 right now? A time to give rather than take. Moon and Virgo. Okay, let me move these over. We'll do a couple more. Oopsie. Okay. How are you feeling about pile 1 right now? Pile 1 right now. Surrender required, maybe. Required that they surrender. And lastly, these are the Gypsy Witch cards. We'll have to be the last message for us today. Last Oracle card message, at least. Okay, so how are they feeling about pile 1 right now? Feeling about pile 1 right now. Oh, the book. Interesting. Okay. So let's start off with where we began. And this is the only one that I haven't turned over yet, just because such a beautiful image right on the front. Looks like 2 lovers. And yeah, indeed, it's soulmate. Your soulmate is already with you in spirit. Believe this and they will manifest physically. So yeah, the Temperance does really kind of have that energy of sameness. You know, I think you both are very similar. And then a time to give rather than take. Again, I feel like, and it's so appropriate. Temperance is sort of the middle card here, directly in the middle, and kind of this centering energy around how they see you and or how they feel about you, and it's just the dynamic between you two in general is give and take, right? And, it's telling us to give right now. It's a time to give. New moon is also a new moons, whether it's in Virgo or whatever sign, it's a period to set intentions. It's the beginning before the beginning, kind of. So I see this as well as just kind of the beginning of the story, how they feel about you, and just what you both will grow into. So yeah, surrender is kind of, again, with the Nine of Wands here, don't just let the chips fall where they may. Just surrender. Don't surrender your concerns or burdens, whatever it might be. I think that's how they feel about you, or what they feel you should, what you should do, or what they think is best for you. It's just to just surrender to, whatever it may be. Que sera, sera. I know my Spanish is not, my accent is terrible, but yeah, that's the famous song. Whatever will be, will be. Yeah, so just surrender. And yeah, to round out here, the messages we have the Page of, it's the Jack of Hearts, Page of Cups, number 22, that might be relevant. And it's a book, as you can see here, and it says this book presages the discovery of a mystery affecting the person for the better in a degree governed by the distance. Yeah, so, I think there is a little bit of distance, whether physically or metaphorically, just if you haven't been in contact all that much. I think that's how they're feeling right now. And again, it might involve work, school. You might be in, it could be something you're also dealing with too. You could be in school. You could be learning something or having to learn something, or go through a orientation period. But the Page of Cups and the Page of Wands, the pages are energies like the new moon of beginnings. So is the Three of Wands. So, and we have two pages here, so I see that as you two. I see that they think of you as the Page of Wands, or they feel that you're kind of that energy. And I honestly think that you see them as the Page of Cups. So, Page of Cups is really in tune to their emotions. They're artistic. They're maybe a little bit of a dreamer, with their head in the clouds sometimes. And the Page of Wands is all about living life to the fullest, has the fear of missing out, a little bit of a mentality, and the YOLO, you only live once. And they're a youngin', so they still have a lot of life to live and learn, a lot of lessons. So, but again, pages are good energy, and they show that there is further room for maturity, and for you both to grow together. Let me finish up here with a few charms. Okay. Try and get this little box open. Okie dokes. I'm feeling just a faint message. I'm feeling. Oh. Okay. So if for any of you that don't play Dungeons and Dragons, this is from I was in a Dungeons and Dragons group, I guess. I don't know if that's what they're called. Campaign. I'm not really a huge player, but I did get this little token from. This wasn't my character or anything. I think it was like one of the characters that Dungeon Master, the guy who created the game, the quest, made, and he was just handing them out at the kind of when campaign concluded. So maybe they see you as a person in the trenches, someone they can always rely on to have their back, that will fight for them. Maybe that won't surrender, F is fight, so you're a fighter. Could also be an initial here. F is for feeling. So I think there are a lot of feelings that they have for you right now. If you're even just wondering, period, if they even feel about you, period. I mean, they definitely have feelings, that's for sure. As we've gone through. And this, I think, it's a watermelon. Yeah, I was going to say it's not a pizza, right? But no, of course it isn't, because it has the little green skin at the end. So, they see you as sweet. They see you as, burst of summer, kind of. That's how they feel about you. Maybe we both share a love for watermelon or sweet fruits. And lastly, so appropriately, we have the little clock here. This is all, they feel it's all timing. Maybe the timing's off right now, or the timing needs to be just, things need to fall into place for it to be, the timing needs to be better. And, just need to they feel they need to feel about you right now is give things time to settle and develop. Alrighty, pile one. So that was a really, really interesting reading. And I hope I provided some answers. If you didn't understand anything, or, there is room for improvement in how I'm, delivering these things, absolutely write me a comment, or, shoot me an email. That would be really great. I'd love to hear from you all too, about, maybe what did resonate, or, what didn't. But yeah, so if you were going to view one of the other piles, I will see you in that pile. If not, I will see you next time. Okay, take care, everyone. Bye. For any of you that are here right now, I'm just recharging and clearing and recharging the decks. mentioned I would do between readings. Oh man, this one does want to come out, right? Let's see if it comes out in any of the other piles, pile 2 and pile 3. That one did come out in pile 1, that card. Last deck here. Clear the energy and recharge it. Oops. Sorry about that, just had to cut the video for a second. But as I was saying, welcome pile 2, and we have the 2 cards here for pile 2, pile 3. Pile 1's, we've already done that reading, so I've just put that to the side. And speaking of putting things aside, I'm just going to put the card here for pile 3 to the side, so won't factor into our reading. It's a very specific message to the pile 3 reading. So let's start off by turning this over, seeing what we have here. Okay, the High Priestess. So this card, along with the card for pile 3, those both jumped out upright. So, it's kind of a neon flashing sign. Well, I don't want to say neon flashing sign, but it's kind of saying, pay attention to me, this is important. The High Priestess is, of course, a major arcana card. She's number 2. She is the keeper of knowledge, the keeper of secrets, the kind of the all-powerful priestess, really. But there's a lot of mystery, right, with her, and I think the way they're feeling about you right now is that you're an enigma. You're maybe hard to read. They think you're really super interesting. Not fascinating is the word that I would say most accurately reflects how they're feeling about you right now. You're kind of like pardon the analogy, but like an onion, and in the sense that every layer that they learn or kind of unpeel, so to speak, of who you are is just further kind of intriguing for them. I think they may wonder how you feel about them, because it might not be clear. Maybe they'd like things to be a little bit more black and white with you, not as muddled or gray area, not as much of a gray area. I think they also see you as very deliberative and going internally for your own guidance. not necessarily asking others for guidance before you make decisions. You also could be really knowledgeable in an area. They see you as someone they go to, or kind of acting as you act as kind of like a sounding board and give them advice, because you are really like a well of knowledge. So let me move this here. Okay, so I'm going to start shuffling now. We're going to pull 6 more cards for a total of 7. So what are they feeling for pile 1 right now, please? Oh my goodness, I'm sorry, pile 2. What are they feeling for pile 2 right now? What are they feeling for pile 2 right now? I think sorry for the mistake, that's just me being spazzy. What are they feeling for pile 2 right now? What are they feeling for pile 2 right now? What are they feeling for pile 2 right now? Feeling for pile 2 right now. Oh. Right. Chariot. What are they feeling for pile 2 right now? Interesting. They might feel like they have never really, you're not the typical person. They are within the orb of, acquaintances and friends and that sort of thing. I think they see you as really being almost someone they look up to. Oh. Here. Oh, okay. More cards, please. Oh. What are they feeling for pile 2 right now? What are they feeling for pile 2 right now? 2 more cards. What are they feeling for pile 2 right now? Oh, wow. Move these on down. Okay. Oh. Oh my gosh. Huh. Pile 1. So maybe, I should probably listen to my intuition better. Maybe there was a reason I said pile 1 in the beginning, because this is the card that pile 1 ended on. Page of Wands. Okay. Sorry, the first and last cards here are a little cut off. Let me see if I can squish these just a little tiny bit more. Okay. So at the present, I think they're at a crossroads at how they feel about you, or they feel about you that they're at a crossroads here. It's like whether to give into I think this is probably a intimate relationship, or it's a connection with a love interest, or it's sexual connection, maybe friends with benefits. But there's obviously I think they feel about you that this is the imminent trajectory of your relationship, is being lovers, literally. But the decision they're kind of seeing, I don't think they want to jump into it right away, like full steam ahead. Because I don't think they feel about you right now that feelings could get hurt. I mean, of course, whenever you start sleeping with someone, there's a totally new dimension to the relationship. So I think they're really concerned about how they're feeling about you is they don't want to hurt your feelings. They don't want to hurt you. But they really, really, really want to be intimate with you. So they desire you a lot. That's how they're feeling about you. And so with the High Priestess, I'm sorry, I should have, I'm going to try and get better about just stream of consciousness talking as things come out. But I was kind of feeling with the High Priestess, she has a little bit of a prudish energy, and I totally don't mean that as a negative or positive or anything. It's just being prudent is always seen as a good thing. But I think you are very discerning and prudent about who you, decide to have relations with or be intimate with. And that's really not a bad thing. I think you're really attracted to this person too. I know this reading is about how they're feeling about you, but I think you're really attracted to them also. And I think they feel that you are kind of a tough nut to crack, or that there's going to be that couldn't be something just casual with you. If they are going to take this next step with you and you're going to take this next step with them, they know that they'll need to give you a commitment, or at least basically a commitment. It's not going to be something just casual. And I think that's why they're feeling potentially that this could end badly, poorly, could end with hurt feelings, acrimonious. I think he's I think he's feeling he needs to reassure you that this isn't like a foregone conclusion, that things are automatically going to end with the Three of Hearts, kind of, or Three of Swords. Three of Hearts, that's the Three of Cups. So that's really great energy. He's trying to kind of like wanting to reassure you that it won't end in the Three of Swords, like this just sad, broken-hearted type of deal. I think or this person, not to assign a gender, I think they feel they really want to pursue this with you. It's not like, they're not 100% there yet. With the Chariot and the Knight of Cups, they're feeling that it's kind of the precipice and they're not quite there, ready to jump off, take a leap of faith. But the only way or direction I see this going is it's a better direction, actually. It's moving away from this Three of Swords and moving forward to progress to a new beginning in love, or a new phase of this relationship. That's really emotionally gratifying and emotionally fulfilling for you both. A lot of just giving energy, a lot of giving energy. And the way they're feeling about you right now, this might be totally off base and it might not apply to you, but I'm just kind of like seeing that they feel you could be, and again, this is very specific for maybe just a few people, like that they could have children with you, or a child, or you may have a child, or they may have a child, so they feel like you're just a good influence on children and someone they'd want to raise children with. Aside from that, I think they're feeling they're gonna go places with you. They're gonna really have firsts in this, whatever happens between you two. A lot of firsts. And like overall, they're just really excited to see where this goes. If it, again, and they're trying to avoid this Three of Swords situation, and maybe it's already kind of happened, but there is a feeling of reconciliation here as well. So that could be another way they're feeling, is that there's a need to reconcile, either reconcile with you or reconcile things in their life. But I think either way you will be hearing more. They're feeling they need to, I think, to reach out, or that there needs to be, some seeds planted here, in the sense that messages and just discussions over, what's the path forward to make this, fulfilling and fun for both of you. Whatever this, this journey you're both embarking on will be. Alrighty, so I'm going to pull a few oracle card messages now, and I'm going to start with the Lover's Oracle first. Let me shuffle this a little bit more, or riffle shuffle, I should say. Feeling about pile 2, please. How are they feeling about pile 2? How are they feeling about pile 2? Feeling about pile 2. Okay. Here we go. Feeling about pile 2. How are they feeling about pile 2? 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 Yeah, time to release negativity. Full moon in Scorpio. I think that we actually have a full moon in Scorpio this month, at the time that I am recording this. And I'm recording it at the end of April of 2025. So May of 2025, we're actually at full moon in Scorpio, if I'm not mistaken. So how are they feeling about pile 2, please? Pile 2. The Three of Swords just kind of had that Scorpion energy, right? Yeah, pain. The bite from the Scorpion, or the sting, I guess, is painful and, yeah, potentially, not good. Okay, how are they feeling about pile 2? Okie dokie. It's our last one. All right, so we will start with the first card that we pulled. And this is, you can see, beautiful card. Here of a woman. It almost looks like it could be angels. I don't know. I'm just seeing like wings in the background here and a little halo. But okay, so a message for you. So speaking of messages, pages are one of the things they are known for, are being messengers. I'm thinking of you this very moment. Your love fills me with light. I love you. Okay. So yeah, there's definitely a love, very strong love energy here to this, how they're feeling about you. Yeah, feeling that there's possibilities, but this Three of Swords is kind of in the middle here. And there's just a need for a reset, right? To this, how they're feeling that there's a need for a reset to the dynamic, the relationship between you two, and just releasing negativity, letting go of pain. This is the number 21, and the Seven of Hearts, or the Seven of Cups. Yeah, the stork denotes change of residence for the better sooner or later, according to the distance which it lies from the person. And that's if, this is the Gypsy Witch deck. So if you have a specific, if you use their spread, there's a card position in the spread for the person, the querent of the reading. So honestly, I'm seeing this person being the Page of Wands for you or them. So I'm thinking needs to be, it says change of residence, but I think there just needs to be a change here sooner rather than later, is what they're feeling, and, potentially what the reality could be here. But, there's a lot of love they have in their heart for you, even if it involves like a heartache or heartbreak that you've both already experienced. But it's always time to make amends and just reconcile. So let me pull one of my little scribbled notes here. Okay. How are they feeling about pile 1, please? Feeling about pile 1. Oh, goodness, pile 1 again. Oh my gosh. How are they feeling about pile 2? Oh, this just pulled out. Okay. Trigger. Okay. Yeah, so they could feel that they triggered a heartache in you, or perhaps events that have already transpired between you two has triggered you or triggered them in a painful way. But, a trigger isn't always, trigger is sort of an ambivalent verb. Sometimes we need to just pull the trigger and do something. Sometimes we are triggered by things or feelings that are harmful and that bring up feelings and memories of trauma or traumatic events. So, there is a need to just release and release the pain. If, that's obviously a lot easier said than done. But with this full moon in Scorpio coming up, and again, you could be watching this obviously when we're past that, the full moon in Scorpio. But the full moon is asking that you and they examine your emotional triggers. And I think that will shed light as well on how they're feeling about you. So I'm going to pull just a few charms to round out the reading. Perhaps some of you in Pile 1 did watch this reading as well for Pile 2. I don't know, or it could just be me. Okay. So baseball, interesting. This I think is like a makeup palette. We have a little smiley face flower, tulip, I think, and a peach shell or a clam shell maybe. So I feel that they're feeling they really hit it out of the park with you in a sarcastic way, meaning they really effed up. I think that's how they're feeling with this baseball charm. I think they think or feel they need to, like, again, make amends. Maybe even give you some flowers as a partial apology gift. I think you've clammed up a little bit, perhaps, given them the silent treatment. I think that's how they're feeling. Or at least that there's been a little bit of a silent period here, or, they're just kind of, feeling a little like they're shut out, or you could be feeling that way. And I think how they're feeling is they just kind of miss you, honestly, like just, missing your face. So that's what I'm seeing, Pile 2. If you have any questions about this, or, any constructive criticism, any, things you think I could do better or differently, or just anything, you can totally just leave me a comment. I'm open to, every suggestion or comment you have, and you can also feel free to email me. But so until next time, I hope you take really good care, and I'll see you then next time. Okay, take care, Pile 2. Okay, I'm just going to clear and recharge the decks now. Oh, let me put this guy away. I'm a little tired. I have a pup here, and he woke me up pretty early this morning. But I did go back to sleep after. Just as always, that midday, like, you know, drag. But I will make sure it does not factor into this last reading. I'm just just going to shuffle these cards to clear them and recharge them. Okay, so pile 3, please. Resetting and recharging for pile 3. What are they feeling for pile 3? Oh, so what am I feeling for pile 3? Set and recharge for pile 3, please. Feeling for pile 3. What are they feeling for pile 3, please? Feeling for pile 3. Reset and recharge. Okay. What are they feeling for pile 3? What are they feeling for pile 3? Please. What are they feeling for pile 3? What are they feeling for pile 3? Feeling for pile 3, please. The last pile today. What are they feeling? What are they feeling for pile 3? Feeling for pile 3, please. What are they feeling for pile 3? Okay. What are they feeling for pile 3? Okay. Move this here. All right, this is the last card here. Okay. Alrighty. Hey, pile 3. Welcome to your reading. Hope you all are doing well again. And so I'm going to start off by looking at this card. So this is your specific message, and as I think I mentioned in the beginning, this one did jump out upright. So that's usually kind of a, red blinking light, or not red blinking, but a neon sign. Just basically calling attention to itself, indicating it's an important message to the question today, which is what are they feeling about you right now? So I have moved over the cards that came out in the beginning for pile 1 and pile 2 to the side, and those won't factor into our reading today, since those as well were specific messages for each of those piles. So let us see here. This one is, okay, the 6 of Pentacles. So how are they feeling about you right now? I feel that they feel like they have you kind of eating out of the palm of their hand. Now, that's not a great connotation, but that's sort of how I maybe am seeing things here, or maybe I'm misinterpreting. That's always a very strong possibility. The Six of Pentacles is about fairness and potentially unfairness. So that could be what they're feeling. A need maybe to be fair with you. I think they could feel they're in a better position possibly than you right now. Maybe they're feeling they want to be generous with you financially and give you some, just help you out by giving a little bit of extra money for something. So let me move this over here. I'm going to pull 6 more cards for a total of 7 today. So what are they feeling for pile 3 right now? Yes, what are they feeling for pile 3 right now? Feeling for pile 3 right now. What are they feeling for pile 3 right now? What are they feeling for pile 3 right now? What are they feeling for pile 3 right now? What are they feeling for pile 3 right now? What are they feeling for pile 3 right now? What are they feeling for pile 3 right now? What are they feeling for pile 3 right now? What are they feeling for pile 3 right now? What are they feeling for pile 3 right now? What are they feeling for pile 3 right now? What are they feeling for pile 3 right now? What are they feeling for pile 3 right now? What are they feeling for pile 3 right now? What are they feeling for pile 3 right now? What are they feeling for pile 3 right now? What are they feeling for pile 3 right now? What are they feeling for pile 3 right now? What are they feeling for pile 3 right now? What are they feeling for pile 3 right now? What are they feeling for pile 3 right now? What are they feeling for pile 3 right now? What are they feeling for pile 3 right now? What are they feeling for pile 3 right now? What are they feeling for pile 3 right now? What are they feeling for pile 3 right now? What are they feeling for pile 3 right now? What are they feeling for pile 3 right now? What are they feeling for pile 3 right now? What are they feeling for pile 3 right now? What are they feeling for pile 3 right now? What are they feeling for pile 3 right now? feeling for policy right now? What are they feeling for policy right now? Feeling for policy right now. What are they feeling for policy right now? What are they feeling for policy right now? What are they feeling for policy right now? Okay. So the page of, I don't know why I keep saying page. I don't know. Maybe I've said that mistakenly in every reading today. It could just be me or I don't know, the energy of the page or the interpretation of pages in general might be honestly useful to every single pile today. And I might write a little comment about in the description to this video of just generally how pages are seen and what they might indicate for how the person is feeling about you right now, regardless of the pile. I will make a mental note to add that as well. I think actually, yeah, I think perhaps you're the one in this, they feel that you're the one that actually has the deep pockets here, or the financial means to be able to spend it on, have a large amount of discretionary budget, where you can spend your money beyond just the essentials and just have extra cash to be able to spend money on or to provide money to others. They might be feeling that they can always depend on you for money, or at least stability. I think they feel that you like stability. That's kind of what you're looking for as well. I think you are accomplished and really business smart and savvy with your money and how you invest it. I think that's how they see you, how they feel about you. The near future. That is the Empress here. I think this is they see fruitful, they see abundance, and they feel like there's, you're an abundant, or you create abundance. I think that's how they feel about you. And they also see you, I think the next time they see you, they're going to feel like you've had a glow up or like you're more beautiful than they've ever seen you before. You're just going to be like radiating energy. I think they feel that you're in your mother era, kind of. Just in the sense that you're in the prime of your life, or you just have that like radiating energy where you're like compassionate and kind and beautiful and giving, and seems like success follows you everywhere you go. And I think that's a part of that makes them feel like they're inadequate, or perhaps they have more to lose than you from this. They feel by knowing you, or by having a relationship with you. Also, perhaps a mother or mother figure is involved here somehow in their feelings for you, or another young woman, and that could be leading to issues in how they feel about you, how their feelings about you are shaped. Yeah, it seems like there's a lot of like a family component here that is strong and is, an influence into how they feel about you. I think like maybe their family likes you, or they feel that you get along with their family, or would get along with, if not a family, their community, or their friends. There is a very strong need here for fairness. They feel things need to be there needs to be a settling of accounts, as they say. There needs to be a balanced give and take here. And I think especially you strongly feel that way, that they need to be forthright with you and just. I think you want them to do the right thing, or they're feeling they need to do right by you. I think their feeling for you is very like a burning torch, ultimately, where it's like a need they have, and there's no place but up for you both, like no place but further development once these things kind of get worked out. The Three of Swords, the Six of Pentacles type energy where there's an imbalance here. I think maybe get friends or family involved. That could help to, maybe they're thinking that, or you're thinking it, to help kind of recenter and, banish this negative energy. I think they want a new start, like a new strong, like start. You might be they feel like maybe they're really physically compatible with you. Whether it's like in an intimate relationship or just maybe you're even like in a sports league together and you work like really well together. I think they feel you're always down to give it a shot. Like, and I think they want to, it's funny because this pile 3, ends on an ace, and pile 2, the second to last card of the reading, ended on an ace, Ace of Cups in that case. So there's, they feel there's going to be a new phase here, a new beginning. And I think in this case it's going to be like, they're feeling they need to just like strike that match and get it going. The Ace of Cups is a lot more of a gentler energy, It's sort of the dog that I'm thinking of like a dog when they've done something naughty and they kind of know it, and maybe you're not super happy with them, and they kind of come back to you with their tail between their legs, humbly asking for forgiveness. That's sort of more the Ace of Cups energy. It's just, like a very, like, either an apology or, it's like a need for a happy, beginning, or a loving beginning. The Ace of Wands is like jumping out of an airplane beginning, going skydiving. Just swooping in and, having at it. So that's how I see they're feeling about the way the direction things are moving here, or the direction they want them to move in. I hope that makes sense. I'm sure it does, to those of you watching this, or I hope it does anyway. So let me get into the Oracle cards. I'm going to start with the Lover's Oracle here. And what are they feeling about pile 3 right now? 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 Let me think about pile 3 now, please. Oh. I think this next deck is messages from the light, if I'm not mistaken. I'll list it in the description as well. Okay, so what are they feeling about pile 3 right now, please? Such beautiful eyes on that card. I'm just like really drawn to those blue eyes. What are they feeling about pile 3 right now? What are they feeling about pile 3 right now? Yeah. Interesting. Okay. What are they feeling about pile 3 right now? What are they feeling about pile 3 right now? Interesting. All right. So we'll start off here by this really beautiful woman. And speaking of beauty, I mean, the Empress is all about beauty, both inside and outside. So, I think that the Empress, the beauty you have is your power source. And this says, only time will tell. Again, we have take time to breathe out here, disseminating moon. Okay, only time will tell. So that's how they're feeling. Power source. Again, we have like two parts being fit together. There is a bit of equality. There is more of equality here than we have in the Six of Pentacles. There's the saying, no daylight. I don't know, you hear it on the news a lot, like there's no daylight between the pact of X country and Y country, meaning that they're like, tight as whatever, two peas in a pod. But there is daylight we see kind of pushing it through here. So I feel like there's a need for a tightness, a balance. They might feel the need to be, just tighten up their own loose ends. And I think that's why it's going to take time here. Take time to breathe out, to just wait. The moon, it renews its phase every 30 days. Its cyclical period is approximately 30 days or so. So it could be, I don't know if we want to really drill down to timing here. Maybe it just needs, you need like about a month to get things all rounded out and just for the feelings to, get worked out here. So I see coming in a period of, insight, enlightenment, illumination. Interesting that we have the Four of Spades here, or the Four of Swords, and it's the eye when near, and we're ending here on kind of the near future energies. So the eye when near denotes great interest taken by friends. When distant, it signifies suspicion. So it does, for this one, denotes great interest taken by friends. So I think they feel they need to get their friends involved. Maybe that's even a message for you to get your friends involved, your family. A lot of times our friends are our biggest advocates, and they're the ones sticking up for you, like, what the heck is your problem? Like, why are you jerking, whatever your name may be around, and, you got to step up to the plate, you got to man up, sort of thing. I just see, like, your friends saying, and their friends are probably telling, the person, like, what are you, an idiot? Like, you going to let this person go? They're like, the Empress type energy. So that's how not as so much, I guess, how they're feeling, or even like literally what they're hearing, what their friends are making them feel. So now let me get my little message jar here. So what are they feeling right now about pile 3? What are they feeling right now about pile 3? Okay, cap. Interesting. Cap. They might ask you out for like a nightcap or a drink. Hmm. Might literally be feeling that something to do with the cap, or I don't. Maybe they're a little insecure about, I don't know, a cap or wearing a cap. I think they're feeling, I don't know, that they speak in captions too. I don't know, like maybe there's a need to read between the lines a little bit here. Let me get some charms and see. Let's see what the little charms say. This candle's really holding on here to the left of me. And maybe there's a message in that too. So what are they feeling right now for Pile 3? Feeling right now for Pile 3, please. Okay. Oh, 2 chess pieces, wow. We have here, oh goodness, is it the pawn? I think that's what it is. And the, this is the rook, isn't it? Oh no, I'm sorry, this is the bishop. My bad. Oh, and my little dachshund. So the bishop, of course, that makes me think of the Hierophant right away. It's a peaceful energy, the need to have a mediator, or at least a peaceful, what's the word I'm looking for? I'm sorry. Harmonious resolution here. Yeah, so might even involve marriage for some of you. Of course, also there are caps, of course, clergy wear, and then of course in Judaism, the men wear the yarmulke, I think. Again, that might be just for some of you, but maybe that's relevant or makes sense. My little dachshund. I think they see you as this dachshund energy, like really sweet and little and loyal and energetic and kind of a little quirky, and also knowing what you want and not being, I'm so sorry, this the word that just came to mind was dicked around, but not being jerked around. To be, sorry, I don't mean to be so crass, but yeah, I think they see you as that, like, I'm just, yeah, like a little princess in a good way. Like, far too many people are willing to put up with being treated less than what they deserve, and they see you as not being that. You're not that way. You know exactly what you deserve, and you'll just take your little self elsewhere if they're not gonna give it to you. Yeah, so the pawn, I'm kind of like getting that 6 of Pentacles beggar energy. Here. But you know, everyone plays their part, and every piece plays its part in chess. So I think they don't want to make you feel like you're a pawn, and you know they want to be just with you. They want to be ethical and good, do good by you. They want to do good by you. Alrighty, so that is what I have pile 3. If you have any comments about this reading, what I could have done better, absolutely, you know, I'm open to any comments you have, and can just shoot them below, or feel free to email me as well. It's really interesting reading. I think I said that in each pile today, but I'm hoping that, you know, yeah, I just want to say it's probably should come up with some better vocabulary, but it's I'm trying to be, you know, sincere when I say that. So anyway, that concludes the very first reading of this channel, and I really look forward to having you back. And if not, you know, either way, I really hope you take care and you do well. And I'll see you next time. Okay, take care, everyone. Bye now.